A no commentary version of this video can be found in the pinned comment in the comment section below.
It's broken. I don't want to.
Bitch!
Why did you do that?
Ew! What's wrong with you guys? Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Hello everyone, this is a 80% speedrun of Resident Evil 2 Remake on Claire's B scenario on easy mode. Final time is 53 minutes and 24 seconds.
Leon, I'm sure you beat me here.
So the last time I did a speedrun of Resident Evil 2 Remake was probably like about last year. Or I should say 11 months ago, back in October. Because I did a Halloween marathon speedrun of all scenarios. And I was planning on doing the B scenario specifically. Because I wanted to get all scenarios over with. Now I'm back just to do a speedrun again. Because I want to upgrade a category. Also, I'm sick, by the way, so, of course, yeah, I'm recording this while I'm sick. So try to ignore the snuffy nose and lost voice, pretty much. I kind of actually almost lost my whole entire damn voice. I felt the need to come back and do, like, another 80% to try to see if I could upgrade some strategies from the last videos. And all these strategies are very, very upgradable. Because these attain world record, almost. Which is like 5 minutes away, because almost close to world record, almost. I could have easily gotten a sub 49, but whatever. I don't really go for speedrun world records, actually. I actually just like to speedrun games for fun. Could care less if I get the world record or I'm close to world record or not, because it's not even that needed to worry about. It's too competitive, honestly, for me, my standards, and I can care less. It's just for the habit of fun. Anywho, so, what you saw with that inventory change, I deleted the key immediately once I picked up the knife, so the knife did not ended up in my inventory quite off the bat immediately. Well, because if it ended up in slot 1, we would have been screwed to pick up the fuse right there, and the fuse needs to be in slot 1. We want this fuse in slot 1 instead of the crank, but for some reason, like, you know, we have to have it in slot 1 just for the fact that even though the crank could be easily put in slot 1 for right now, we could, like, inventory change, but it would take a little bit too much time to, like, do that. So, yeah. I try aiming here, because sometimes if we aim before we pick up a weapon, pick up an item, or off of, like, whatever it is on, sometimes we may pick it up a lot early than you could think, and you could do a quick turn a little bit, a different type of quick turn. There's different types of quick turns you could do in this game, by the way, instead of just pressing B or circle to turn around. So once we get through the RPD main hall right here, the main hall, we're going to pick up the side pack, pick up the bullets. I actually stopped resetting when this fucking liquor keep hitting me, basically, so I let him take the hit. And plus, here's the thing, upgrade new thing from the strategy from the last Claire B scenario run, 80%, is that what I do here is I let the liquor hit me again, or rather, I just let the liquor hit me 2 times, because we're playing on easy mode, and we need Claire to be on yellow caution mode. Of course, I managed to not let it hit me there, basically, I missed a hit. For some unknown reason, the liquor likes to be dumb and not hit you here. I need it to hit me to put me on yellow caution mode. Also, there was another inventory change earlier. I forgot to explain about that. That actually we actually need to move the wheels and the crank right there in slot 1 once we put the fuse in. But a unique trick at that point. But we're going to take out that guy quickly as possible and then delete the crank. Then we're going to hit all the way up the stairs. We're not getting the locker launcher. We don't need it. We're going to take out this fucking bitch right here. This bitch is a complete pain in the ass to deal with on the way back in here. I actually do not recommend keeping her alive on any percent you go for it at this point in the beast scenarios because she's a complete bitch. And she's so fucking frustrating to deal with when it comes to her being kept alive. Come in here, grab the fuse. Yeah, this is a route without the locker launcher, so we're going to go for it with just the handgun instead. I am picking up the magnum parts. That's the only change. Going up the stairs here. Gotta shoot the zombie right here after we pick up the battery pack in the office. Mr. X is triggered. He's going to morph. Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 Remake, he actually morphs. So, you're far enough away from Mr. X, then he will morph to the area you're positioning in. Because you gotta remember, Mr. X is an enemy that has, like, half aggroing towards you. He's half aggro on towards you, regardless on how far you are away. He's half aggroed. He's not completely aggroed. So sometimes he won't know where you're at, but the game will force him to know where you're at because he can't cooperate in a room that is far away by himself because the game loads out. Like, the game literally loads out of commission. So if he is not available and if the room is not available to load in, then he's going to glitch out. And if he glitches out, the game will probably, like, crash or something, I think. And that's why they designed it like that. So he's forced to hit towards an area or doors or 5 rooms near you. Kind of interesting. Anywho, same as for usual in that one room, we just, grab the library, billet. We're gonna come down these ladders instead this time. We're gonna go down those ladders and just, like, pull those doors quickly before that zombie hurry-ups towards us. We gotta be quick on our feet and pray that he doesn't reach to the punch. We're not going to pick up that knife right there. We don't actually need to because we're playing on consistent. The first boss is actually easy to take out with the knife, actually. So, as long as those zombies don't get in the way, we won't have to worry about shooting in the leg or probably getting trolled on the way out. There's a lot of ways you can get fucked over because of that Misty in that room. That's kind of called a murder hall almost. And of course, I fucked up. I was trying to shoot this guy, but of course, before I can even get a headshot, he actually managed to be a piece of shit and fuck with me as I was about to shoot him. He lunged, and I was somehow too close to him. That guy has a very high chance of lunging. His lunge meter is very wide, so he will lunge at you whenever he feels like it, even if he's not even that close to being on the lunge part of side. I unlocked that one door over there, basically, the blue key door, basically. By unlocking that early, we could just throw that goddamn key away. I actually prefer to go for this strat here, because I'm just too new to trying to do the world records. I was just too new to just deal with the crappy memory muscle shit. But remember to use that key. That key is actually very annoying to have in your inventory for a while. Because you practically have that shit in that inventory for almost practically the whole entire game, and it's difficult to do with RPD2 when you're supposed to have that in the inventory. I go ahead and pick up that hand grenade because here's a better strategy that kind of kills G1 quickly. So what we do is, first things first, we still want to have the knife. So we start knifing him at first point of starter, and, do the same thing as we do as usual, just like the Leon strategy, right? And then, once he grows all of the rest of his eyeball out, and we got him into the second phase, that is basically our cue to throw the grenade. And he's gonna take all that damage, and we're gonna get around him easily like that. I should mention that I'm playing on 60 FPS. So this game is this game is being played on 60 FPS. So because I'm playing at 60 FPS, that means my frame rate is going to take a little to get off the ground from 30 a little bit. I'm not actually sure if this is like complete 60 FPS basically, because I haven't seen so much differences from Resident Evil 2
The big
Remake, but
pharmaceutical company?
I probably may need to do testing if I can clarify if it actually is 60 FPS. But long story short, I got a new TV, so it actually let me use some settings on my TV to let me hit past
Where's your
30,
dad?
which is why I think of it as maybe I did hit past 60 FPS. Or maybe I'm like out on like 40 FPS for each game and my TV can handle it.
Just me and my brother.
Or 50 or whatever. Whatever it is, at the bright side of the adult, it is going to help out on frame rate differences.
Okay. Key card first.
So people may be wondering, why did I went with the B scenarios first for coming back to speedrunning a little bit for this game? Well, one, I prefer to do clear B because the other scenarios are fucking shit. And it's the only scenario I can cooperate with. Anywho, so when we get into this room here, the liquor room, it's actually now easy to deal with the liquors since I actually figure out the method to these liquors. So what we want to do is we run up while we're in the room for a little bit, and then we turn towards that cage. And that liquor right there will do that attack where it does a slash attack all the time, which will give us enough time to dodge around that other liquor, and then we just hug the wall like usual for that liquor. I've never seen a scenario point of view where he'll hit me in the B scenarios like that. But coming through here, I normally like to try to run towards the wall, because by running towards the wall, you will end up running past that liquor, and that liquor right there will actually fuck up on catching up to us. Well, he will actually fuck up on trying to catch up to us and turn around, because he will take a while to turn around, because if we just run hugging the wall, then it'll just cause that liquor to hit us. Because liquors have, every enemy in this game has push priorities. These enemies have push priorities. That last liquor, I don't really give a fuck about doing the other strategy. The aiming on the ground strategy never works for me, and I think that strategy is a lot faster, basically, personally. To just shoot the liquor off the wall, because the liquor, if you just shoot the liquor off the wall, I think that's, like, a lot faster. I'm not even sure if I should, like, I think I should go back and check if it's possible on standard, but if you shoot that liquor off the wall, he's actually gonna just fucking fuck off at that point. And it's a lot faster to do that on easy, I think. Maybe doable on standard or hardcore. I'm not sure. The 9mm gun, the B scenario gun, is really, really strong. So it takes out enemies a lot quicker. But in speedruns, for stunning enemies, for some unknown reason, the 9mm gun, I'm not sure what the gun this was called, the B scenario gun. Of course, that fucking, I don't know what happened right there. That was weird, basically. That was kind of dumb. The B scenario gun, for some unknown reason, sometimes it just does not cooperate with stun on guns stun on enemies in the legs for some unknown reason. I'm not good at headshots, so I like to just straight up do leg shots, because my aim kind of sucks with headshots with zombies in this game. Anywho, that zombie right there, what I really prefer to do is for him is to shoot him in the head. So here's the different trick now. If you shoot that guy in the head, right, you will basically manage. Wow, that was that. Man, that was actually kind of slow there, basically. I unlocked that cage, and that kind of caused the game to not let me leave the room because it didn't load up in time for the cage. Man, that was actually slow. I gotta pay attention to that next time and not do that. So what I did is I shoot him in his head, and if he takes stun, once you shoot him in his head, then you go for the door, and then quickly grab the box and get the hell out of there. After that, he will get stuck on the door, basically. As long as you're hugging the wall besides the door, then you will just straight up, like, avoid that guy, basically. Because he will be right there towards the door, but you can be fast enough to beat him to the punch. So, I'm actually going to do a better dodge with Mr. X, because I actually can't stand resetting here with Mr. X here. Then we're going to go this way, because we throw away the other key. I kind of actually have to remember there, thankfully, that we have to go this way. That was actually a fortunate dumbass past chain time loss shit. I was like fucking 5 seconds thinking I was going the other direction, when I actually was not. I'm actually going this direction. Anywho, going to end up in here. We're just going to pass around those other zombies. Then we're going to come in here. The liquor is going to be aggro. We're going to do a quick dodge on that liquor, quickly as possible. And then after that, just hit to the door. Sometimes that liquor's a piece of shit and he may like to lick you. So be prepared about that. That shit will happen. We got to be quick on our feet because Mr. X will fucking beat us to the punch. Also, that flashbang right there is a backup strat flashbang. I actually started using this basically as backup strat flashbangs. Is that flashbang is right there for in case Mr. X decides to try to ruin the run by running into that room right there. I can't handle losing the run multiple times with Mr. X in that fucking room because he likes to morph so fast in that room. And this is on easy mode, and Mr. X is slow on easy mode, basically, right? But if you're doing it 80% doing some speedrun shit or anything like that, he's just gonna be a piece of shit and just try to do anything in his power to move fast as he possibly can, because he has to catch up to you in 80% for some unknown reason on easy mode, but which is very shocking. But it is what it is, though. Just try to throw the flashbang with you see him busting for the room. That's a backup strat flashbang. Basically, what that means is I don't have to pick up the flashbang that I unlocked the locker from earlier when I was going out that door. Which I've noticed that the door did not load up in time because I unlocked that locker. Which, that happens a lot in this game. Another dumb fucking inventory shit. You have to be really careful when you're opening doors and shit. Because in this game, this game has some whack-ass inputs with the controller. I'm playing this with a PlayStation 4 controller.
That worked.
This point forward on, we gotta make sure Mr. X does not beat us to the punch towards getting out of this room. Also, somehow that is a clear example on how somehow leg shots for some unknown reason with this gun just does not cause stun so much with these zombies. And this is once again in easy mode, so that was weird actually how that actually did not work out as I wanted it to. Anyway, that was unfortunate. I managed to get out of that grab basically right there. That grab is actually very hardly unlikely you'll get out of on hardcore, but on standard and easy mode, you can actually get around that dodge. Actually, I forgot what the button inputs. I gotta make a video on how to tricks on speedrunning Resident Evil 2 remake. I forgot to make that yet. I was actually supposed to do something like that. I'll probably do that at the end of the year. Anywho. So I'm actually still practicing how to solve these puzzles a lot faster. I tend to screw up on these puzzles, but overall, I'm actually gonna put some practice into doing these puzzles again. But this puzzle with Sherry is easy, but the thing is about it is that it's kind of difficult to be fast with it. Because sometimes this puzzle likes to be a piece of shit. What you need to do is you need to put it in slot 3. For the first slot in slot 1. And there's a more likely chance you may get a very, very amazing time save if you put it in slot 3. Because if you do, you don't have to shovel the other blocks, basically, besides the first block that we put in slot 3.
What is this?
That is a hardly unlikely time save you will ever probably get. It's a 1% chance. And normally any time I've ever gotten it, it was probably because I was about to lose the run thanks to Mr. X. Because Mr. X is a fucking piece of shit. The B scenarios, Mr. X is actually really he's really just chasing you all the goddamn time, so you can't really have any good time saves without him fucking up everything basically for you, because he's because out of all enemies in any percent run, they will fuck up everything for you, but Mr. X is like the guaranteed RNG fuck you zone. Because you can't avoid his wall of death bullshit ass grab. So, honestly, in general, you just gotta get lucky, honestly. It's all that it is to Mr. X at that point, forward on. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about here. I'm gonna actually just shut the fuck up.
You are gonna be so fucking sorry!
Go away! Help! Somebody, please!
You stupid bitch! That's a dead end! It's all over now! Doors locked! Where are you? Show yourself! I know you're in here! The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be!
Oh God, oh God.
Little bitch has gotta be here somewhere. God damn it! Son of a bitch.
No more, please.
This is your last fucking chance! Show yourself! Now! Oh, fuck! It burns! Fuck is my key? I see you.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
I'm coming in, Sherry! Get over here, you little bitch!
Good to see you again, Claire.
Just you wait, asshole.
So yeah, I set my I changed my frame rate to 60 FPS. Not really the best frame rate in town, but hey, it still helps out on defeating some bosses with the knife.
You again?
Not the best tick knife, but hey, fuck it. Strategies may not be doable for that much on 30 FPS, but whatever. Anywho. So, I do a dodge to Mr. X stare like usual, and then I'm going to pick up this green herb. Because I need this for a backup strat for the dogs, but I actually have not been losing the run with the things to the dogs like that in this run, and my runs recently. I actually got tired of getting hit here with the dogs, so I kind of actually decided to pick up that green herb.
Looks like the only way forward.
But recently I have not been getting hit like that, so I probably next time won't even need to pick that up. Coming over here, we're going to, just like usual, just dodge around the dodge around this fucking female zombie. This dog right here despawns, by the way, so he's never even needable to worry about. Fun fact, he just never comes back. You don't even have to shoot him. You can just ignore him. And then coming from here, gonna hug that wall, gonna hug, just staying away from that dog. Then we're gonna put our camera angle towards that dog for a second to check where he's gonna be at. Check his position, because sometimes he may evade us getting close to that door. And we're gonna head all the way over here. And, oh god, that was actually luck-based, because I managed to dodge that dog like that. Then, gonna head to the bus, keep our camera angle on the dogs, check where they're at. Shoot this zombie right here, hope for the best that this piece of shit doesn't hit us. Okay, he didn't hit us. Good.
Gotta be the orphanage.
Just gotta do the best we can to get to the gate. This is actually really stressful.
Hang on, Sherry.
Yeah, I edited the video footage to add some color. Because I was getting tired of this game looking very ugly all the goddamn time. And I'd rather not put it on YouTube of it looking ugly. Because this game is really, really washed out on color. By the way, I recorded a melee-only run of these videos, by the way. So be prepared to expect that by probably Thanksgiving.
I'll be right there.
Expect those videos before Thanksgiving. Hopefully I can get it up before Thanksgiving, because I actually have a lot of videos to record during December, so I won't have any time to record them anytime but here. Yeah, not much going on here. Yada yada, skip.
Claire, are you alright?
Don't stop! Sherry, can you hear me? Keep going. Now I'm gonna smell like shit, literally. Cable car. Here?
Man, that was shocking. I actually managed to shot that zombie off. I killed him. I mean, well, I downed him, rather.
Hold on,
But
Sherry.
really, the goal is just to get stunned on his head and run around him. So he doesn't lunge at us as we're trying to deal with that other zombie right there. So right here, this is a very big important part. We need to go into the item box real quick and grab all the items that we put in the item box from earlier. And quickly run the fuck right back out. Throw all the keys away. Grab the hand grenade, grab the original gun, because we're about to use the Magnum with it. I actually need the Magnum because I need it for G3. G3 is such a pain in the ass to deal with without using the Magnum to one-shot its last eyeball on the back of it. For the life of me, I have no idea how people are able to get the, I have no idea how people, for the life of me, are able to just straight up get the, eyeball on the back with a spark shirker. So I used the spark shirker for the most part of the fight, but not really. For a long time. So we're gonna equip the hand grenade and throw these hand grenades at these zombies right here, but we gotta throw in the middle. I recommend just throwing the hand grenade here at these zombies, because it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it at all to dodge around them, because they're all piece of shits. It's like, that fucking Asian zombie, he's just like a goddamn jerk, because he just straight up likes to just lunge at us a lot immediately, because he goes into turbo mode quickly as possible. The fat zombie, he's just sitting there, you know, being a fucking asshole, truthfully, to be told, and just doing nothing but just interfering with the commotion of the atmosphere for you to dodge around him at that point. Because they're really just crowding you so deeply, it's difficult to just get around them quickly or beat them to the punch or towards anything at that point. You're just fucked. You gotta shoot them. You gotta shoot them. And why shoot them and waste time when I could just use a grenade to help save a little bit of time? Even though it's not gonna save the best time, but whatever, fuck it. It's not even worth it. I don't really like dealing with that shit. Anywho, we're gonna just grab that puzzle piece, hit back up down the ladder. I mean, down the elevator. I don't think I need to grab these mag rounds, but whatever. Up to this point, we need to make sure we have like 19 bullets for the M&R or whatever gun this is once again called again. The B scenario gun, the A scenario gun, the B scenario gun, we gotta make sure we have 19 bullets. So you can see me like reloading my gun and like fixing it, because I notice when you keep like doing like, oh, the reload speed basically again, then Claire will kind of like move a little bit quicker than she normally doesn't. That's what I kind of noticed. I kind of started noticing her moving a lot quicker. I could probably be wrong about this, but whatever. And I'm also doing a reload canceling. Oh my god, what the fuck? Also, I'm doing reload canceling, whereas in the middle of reloading, when I see the green button input, I'm like switching my gun to a different gun. I'm not getting rid of those bullets right now at the moment, because I actually wanted to use them just for the purpose of like trying this trick out. So they're actually helping out a lot, basically. And coming up over here, we're going to just straight up shoot that zombie in the leg. We can't use the mag rounds. Dude, there's no need to use mag rounds. But yeah, I shoot that G mutant out of the water, and then I like run past him by going to the right, and then just straight up just proceeding on, going to the left basically for that last G mutant. You're always gonna want to stay to the left, because he's just gonna be a piece of shit and grab you. Sometimes he'll just beat you to the punch in A scenarios if he feels like it. Randomly, he's just a piece of shit. So right here, we're gonna equip the flashbang. You gotta be careful, because you gotta pay attention to that one zombie, because sometimes you may be forced to fill the flashbang early, because that zombie likes to just get up and be the piece of shit he is and attack you before you even get a chance to throw the flashbang in general while you're getting out. He likes to just fuck with your run. Anywho, we need a spark striker so we can take out G2 and G3. You may think it's difficult to do with G3 with the spark striker, but it actually is easy after testing some strategies out for so long. I've been testing some strategies out, and I actually found out some things that are actually easy to do. Coming back through here, we're going to stun this piece of shit, get him out of our fucking way. We're gonna make sure we shoot this guy. He's been recently fucking up on shooting him, but luckily we got him. Just gotta take your time with shooting that guy, because it's actually really difficult to avoid getting grabbed by him if you end up missing, because one shot miss and it's over. You're gonna get grabbed. No matter how far away you are, you're gonna get grabbed. Hope for the best. Eventually I get my voice back, because this is actually really annoying. And I actually am really going to be upset if people do think of this as annoying, that my voice is really fucking around, pretty much, with my commentaries a lot. But I'm sorry, guys. That's just how it is. I even gotta work when I'm sick, just to give you guys some more content to watch. Because I know I haven't been posting so much recently, because I've been busy all over the place.
Alright, Sherry.
So for G2, there's not much change to the G2 fight, basically, for, you know, taking it out. Because all I do is just for consistency for this fight. I only rely on consistency. There's nothing else but consistency going on in this fight. I do not recommend trying any dangerous strategies, because, like, I have tried the world record strategy. There's no way in hell I'm ever going to probably do it right. I'm never going to get it right.
Shit!
And I've been recently preferring to throw the hand grenade right like this, instead of just throwing it, like, you know, throwing it once he pops in the room, because it's too difficult to get his hitbox. It's easier to just lose this whole fucking run because of the stupid fight, and I'm actually tired of losing runs over boss battles. So we're gonna shoot all those last bullets out of that gun, and then we're gonna run on G2, and then we're gonna get all the way back down here. So here's a better strategy right here for, well, not really a better strategy that's fast, but a consistent strategy that I like to do here is I like to do focus shots on its eyeball. So when I do the focus shots on its eyeball, I can shoot it in its eyeball and quickly take it down very easily for that phase. Instead of, like, shooting it in its eyeball, which will cause it to, with shooting it in its eyeball with a spark shotgun, which will cause it to just straight up be a fucking piece of shit the whole time. Once he gets back up, we'll pull the flashbang again, but we got to shoot it in its arm, because when we shoot it in its arm, and when we gotta get to the eyeball, because if we don't shoot it in its eyeball, it's gonna fucking, he's gonna fucking Steve right the fuck back up. Then I'm gonna finish it with my last capacity of my knife, and then I'm gonna, like, shoot him again. Because I don't really need that capacity of that knife no more.
So sorry, Sherry.
Pretty fast, but
This is taking
kind of difficult to explain. I hope I did the best. But yeah, you gotta do 2 focus shots on the eyeball to take it down, or you'll waste more. And we won't have enough for G3. In G3, pretty much, it's difficult to shoot his last eyeball pretty much with a magnum for some unknown stupid reason.
Lab's not far.
Whenever I used to flashbang on it.
That cable car. Hold on, Sherry. You're gonna be fine. Almost there, Sherry. We're almost there. Oh, good. The cable car. Okay. Better check everything. There's no turning back.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
I'm getting you treatment. Just hold on, Sherry. It's okay.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit. Enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
Yeah, we don't need to pick up that grenade. It's normal, it's easy mode. There's defense items everywhere. We're forced to pick up defense items that are actually important to pick up, not the defense items that are actually safety to pick up. Because we don't know if they save us time to pick up or not, basically. But we do need to pick up that dagger, because that dagger is definitely useful for the boss fights. We need 2 daggers for the fights. And we kind of actually do need 3 grenades for the final boss, but that grenade, though, is just too far away to pick up.
Dr. Lee, your
Who cares?
is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the
Because we're playing the B scenarios, we quickly press the button here and just quickly pick up the modulator, whatever the fuck this shit is called again. I go into the inventory and, like, solve it myself, because it's actually, personally, I think it's faster to just do it in the inventory, going into the inventory to just solve it. Yeah, it's wasting, you know, inputs, yada yada, but it's actually quicker, because I think of it as a quicker thing, because when you do it by force, by going into, by using the modulator in the inventory where the game kind of forces you to do it, it's kind of slow, because, well, it actually really is slow, because it's kind of annoying to trying to avoid losing time, because you got to go down and on another button input to just solve it and to examine it, basically, and randomly you may accidentally press the continue button, which will cause it to put the moves later in. It's a long story. Just know that trying to solve it when the game forces you to solve it, it's actually really difficult to do, because it's actually not that much fast, but doing it by hand by the inventory is actually quicker. From what I know, it actually seems a lot faster, basically. Because your button input works a little bit better. Of course, my memory muscle was fucked over. I was trying to remember what was the B scenario solutions while doing this. All these strategies took me exactly like about 6 tries. Well, 6 tries for completion.
Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of solution to match
All the other tries was just fuck you,
capacity.
he failed. Alright, blue, red, green, 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 blue, red, green. Always blue first in the B scenarios. You always press blue first in the B scenarios. Always press blue first. Blue, red, green, 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 blue, red, green. Bam. I actually don't know how, but last time I remember I dodged that G mutant, that group motherfucker, actually no, not G mutant, group motherfucker in this scenario. Shockingly, very easily. I don't know how I dodged him. He was just sitting on the steps, and I just somehow dodged him. I have no idea how it worked. So, I throw the grenade here, grab the green herb, so in case I get hit on the way out, I will hopefully not lose the run. Because I got tired of resetting here, because this is just... There's just methods where I got tired of resetting. It's too much in this game. So I picked up these 2 green herbs in these runs. Just for safety. I'm still practicing on not using it again. But here's another example on how slow the modulator can work out. Because sometimes it's actually kind of slow to use it. Basically like this. Your button inputs with the actual going into the inventory, pressing Y or triangle, pretty much, is actually much more faster than this. So it's actually more safer, basically, because it's actually better. I mean, not safer, I meant to say faster. So we're not doing safe, we're trying to go for speed. Of course, I got hit by this liquor, it's a piece of shit. I have no idea how you can avoid dodging these liquors. There's nothing. There's no way you can dodge these liquors without getting hit. Those liquors are fucking assholes. Fuck them. But if I'm not on danger caution mode, I will pretty much use that green herb for the final boss.
So much for the weed infestation.
Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged. And you may be subject to disciplinary measures.
So once we come back in here, we gotta hug that wall right there to pick up the flashbang, get out of here. We need that flashbang. For G2, I mean G3, I probably should have just used a handgun here, but it probably wouldn't work out as I thought it would work. I didn't want to cause an alternate stun onto the G-man group motherfucker. But yeah, that's a terrible murder hall dealing with those lickers. Lickers are fucking trash enemies. Lickers are probably one of the most trashiest enemies to dodge in the fucking speedrun. They're horrible. They're goddamn horrible.
Find that antiviral agent.
It would certainly never, in the possibility of the world, would ever shock me of the programmer that designed it Resident Evil 2 Remake, designed it Resident Evil Village. For the enemies, because that guy did a terrible job with those enemies in that game. Those Vikings literally will clip through walls, clip through doors, clip through your mom's grandma, and run 55,000 million miles per hour just to bust down your door and spam attack you, quick turn, grab you, and just basically just fuck with your shit, basically.
The antiviral agent.
Just do some shitty ass spam attacks. What a garbage enemies. Anywho. Alright, anywho, for the G3 fight, we're going to start off with a Spark Striker, right? Hopefully you haven't been wasting Spark Striker rounds. Because if you did, the run is over. So we're gonna start off with shooting that Spark Striker round in the eyeball, that first eyeball, and then we're gonna shoot it in this eyeball right here. We gotta pray for the love of God he does not do a hook you attack. And if he does a hook you attack, he's gonna just fucking, no failure of doubt, just fucking destroy your shit. And then after that, we're going to throw a flashbang and run right behind him and use the Magnum to basically just straight up take out that last eyeball. And then after that, we're going to just straight up knife the shit out of him. That was the purpose of using that flashbang, because it was actually too risky to take him out here. Anywho, by using the knife here, he will get into phase 3 right immediately off the bat. It's impossible almost to just kill him on 60 FPS on phase 3, because he just straight up is just straight up a fucking asshole. He doesn't never... J3 never fucking dies when you deal with him on this phase, because there's animations where he will never die. As a matter of fact, while he's picking up the wall, he will never die. There's certain animations in this fight where it will look like he's taking damage on phase 3, but he's not taking damage. He's not gonna die. Like, you gotta wait for a while for him to start walking, and as a matter of fact, if he jumps, he's not gonna take damage. He takes 0 points of damage. That fight is actually really more frame than it is actual fight. A frame fight, pretty much, because you're battling the goddamn animations so badly instead of the hitbox.
Sherry. Can you walk faster?
Yeah.
I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Claire? Yeah? Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
Immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train.
Yeah, I do know the references. We lost a grenade, but... Not lost a grenade, but I threw the grenade at the G3 fight, but
10.
it's actually faster than slower,
Detonation.
believe it or not. So that fight is actually not even needed to try to go for using Magnum stun, except for the last shot. So what that means for G4 and G5, we actually have a better strategy on the loose, basically, for G5, basically. But G4 is actually... I've been practicing on literally how to take him out so far, and so far I've only gotten a little bit of constant momentum of dealing with that boss, because that fucking boss is actually kind of difficult to deal with. Oh yeah, we gotta knife these group motherfuckers. I swear things get really risky. And now I gotta like shoot in the eyeball basically there because I lost the capacity.
Detonation.
The knife, because the knife was over. The knife was done with. So this last knife was gonna be used for this boss coming up right here, and then there's like another knife that we could pick up for the G5 fight. The B scenario, the final boss of the actual game of the B scenario. Pop him, just hurry up.
Sherry, you hanging in there? Atta girl. Think we're almost out of here. Worth a try.
Until detonation.
So we'll start off by grabbing the submachine gun and trying to stay back for a little bit of a while and shoot its eyeballs all the way off with the Smart Shark with the submachine gun. The fucking whatever the fuck this gun is called. We're gonna try to knife it once it falls down on the ground. I was trying to clip the grenade here, but of course I fucked up. I was not fast enough, unfortunately, in time. Sometimes I just can't even manage to remember how fast it just straight up goes for the wall. Because sometimes it'll just charge after me and then go for the wall. It's like, I kind of get confused on its shitty-ass animations with this fight. I hate this fight. But whatever. We can kind of still do this and literally still get a sub 53. So keep shooting it, keep shooting it, keep shooting it, dodge around it. Of course, they go for the claw attack. That claw attack's probably a one-hit kill, I'm pretty sure. And bam, it's dead. Fuck you. We're done with this shit. We're out of here. That's it for that boss. You know, now thinking about it, why did I pick up those Spark Striker rounds? I actually did not need them. Maybe I did need them just to take down literally half the HP to cause this fight to go back faster. Anywho. So, we're gonna equip the knife, and, once we equip the knife, basically, we're gonna start the boss, right? But we're gonna stand right over here by this column, right? We gotta stay 3 feet away from the boss, right? So we don't get one hit killed. It's always 3 feet you need to stay away from the boss. Sometimes the boss likes to back up and it'll cause you to kind of fuck up on trying to stay away from its lane, but after some point or another, you gotta back up again because it's about to charge in. This is where things get a little difficult because it does start backing up a little bit here, and I gotta stay 3 feet. I get really scared doing this strat, but yeah, that's it, basically. Thank you all for watching. That was my 80% speedrun of Claire's B scenario in Resident Evil 2 Remake. On easy mode. Once again, ain't world record, but I don't give a fuck. Final time was probably, yeah, once again, like 1 hour and 50... No, not 1 hour. No, I forgot. We don't have to do 1 hour no more. It was 53 minutes and 24 seconds. Yup. I was right. OG me. I could have easily gotten 50, but whatever. It's done for and done with. Signing out.